Hey everybody, and thanks for clicking on this video and checking out my channel, and joining me for another MCU review. Leading all the way up to Avengers Endgame, I'm looking back at all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies in preparation for the big event. If you'd like to join me for this journey, I welcome you to do so, and I'd love for you to do so. And if you have been joining me for this journey, thank you so much, and welcome to another installment. We are here, we are going to complete Phase 2, and we are talking about Ant-Man. If you'd like to talk about this movie with me, I'd love for you to do so, and I welcome you to do so down in the comment section below. I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions, and with all that out of the way, let's talk about Ant-Man. So Ant-Man was directed by Peyton Reed and stars Paul Rudd as Scott Lang, a released burglar who gets recruited by Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, when he needs a man to break into his technology industry building to steal tech from Darren Cross, played by Corey Stoll, who Hank believes is up to no good. With help from Hope, Hank's daughter, played by Evangeline Lilly, Scott learns to don the suit and become the Ant-Man. So Ant-Man is the 12th installment in this universe and is coming off the heels of Age of Ultron. And this movie really goes back to a simplicity kind of story, kind of like the first Iron Man movie. Through and through, this movie is a heist film. The majority of this movie is focused on Hank and Hope training Scott to use the Ant-Man suit, and also the three of them planning this heist together. And that's one of the things that I think keeps the Marvel Cinematic Universe fresh, is they're able to go from these big blockbuster movies like Age of Ultron, and then their next film is able to be a very simple, small-scaled heist movie like Ant-Man. And it just keeps the universe fresh, it keeps it alive, it keeps it from feeling stale to me. So Paul Rudd is our new hero playing Scott Lang, aka the Ant-Man, and he brings a real likability to this character. He can be really goofy, but he really shows off the character's intelligence and street smarts when he's doing all these burglar scenes. The emotional center of this character is his relationship with his daughter Cassie, portrayed by Abby Ryder-Fortson, and their relationship is very sweet. Their relationship really feels like a father-daughter dynamic. They have great chemistry together. I totally believe that they're a father-daughter duo. And their relationship also helps me to really root for Paul Rudd's character. Because Scott Lang, being essentially a criminal, even though he's a very likable one, having this family attachment to him and showing his really sensitive and loving side towards his daughter makes this character that much more likable and that much easier to get behind and root for. And is also Scott's motivation for why he takes the job for Hank Pym in the first place. And the villain of Darren Cross, like most Marvel villains, the script doesn't give him much to do. He's fine. I say that about a lot of villains in these movies, but really, they're just fine. The script does not give them much to work with, and the actors, what they're given with, they do the best that they can. And here, Corey Stoll does what he can with the role. He's intense. The character can be a little threatening at times in the movie. He's bald. He's evil. I mean, he fits the bill just fine. Although I do wish that they showed more of his descent into insanity or craziness, because at one point in this movie, near the end of the second act, beginning of the third act, and he's got the gun to Hank Pym, and Hope says, "This isn't you, it's the particles changing his brain chemistry." But from the beginning of the movie to that point in the movie, he's the same character. He never changed, he never really had a development into this character by the end. At the beginning of the film and in that moment near the end of the film, he was the exact same guy. There was really no development of that. So when she just yells that line out, that's really telling, not showing to me. And I would have liked to have seen him start off as like a really nice guy at the beginning of the film, and then slowly through the film see him descend more and more into the madness, which we just didn't get. He's the same guy to me throughout the entire movie. And I really enjoy the action in this movie. Edgar Wright was originally the director of this movie before it was incorporated into the MCU, and he left once it was incorporated into the MCU over creative differences, but he developed this visual style for the shrinking scenes and the fight scenes, and how they were going to incorporate the shrinking technology into the fight scenes, and they kept that style and look that he developed really early on in this movie, and I'm really glad they did because it looks great. The scope and size of things when Ant-Man is small is really immersive. You really get the sense and feel of just how tiny he is. And the way that they incorporate the shrinking technology into the action sequences is really creative and really fun. Especially in the end when Ant-Man is fighting Yellowjacket in Cassie's bedroom, and they're on a Thomas the Train set. I love that the third act battle in this movie mostly takes place in Cassie's bedroom. I love that it takes something that's so mundane and ordinary in regular life, and the way that they change the perspective on it and put a different perspective on it with the shrinking technology makes it seem way more epic and action-packed than it actually is in reality. And I really like when they cut back and forth between the perspectives of going from the really intense action scene when they're really small and then cutting to what the regular-sized humans see, and it looks kind of lame. I really like that. It adds a lot of humor to the situation, and I just have a lot of fun with those scenes. And in the end, I really like Ant-Man. I think it's really cool, and it's another fresh take in this universe. It's a very different kind of movie than we've seen in this universe. And I just like that Marvel can go from a big blockbuster, end-of-the-world scenario like Age of Ultron, and follow it up with a smaller scaled, more intimate scenario with Ant-Man. And at the core of this movie is really all about family, with Hank and Hope and their relationship, and Scott Lang and his daughter and their relationship. And I really like the story of this movie. I really like the characters. I really like the action. I just really like this movie. I have a lot of fun with it. And it introduces another very likable character in this ever-growing universe. And guys, that's all I have to say about Ant-Man today. But what do you think about Ant-Man? Comment down below, let me know. I want to know all your thoughts and opinions about this movie. Guys, Endgame is approaching fast. We're in the Endgame month now. And I'm going to be back soon talking more MCU movies. If you'd like to join me for this journey, I welcome you to do so, and I'd love for you to do so we can talk about these movies together and have a fun conversation. Guys, thanks again for clicking on this video and checking out my channel. Once again, my name's Zachary Milne. Thank you for talking movies with me, and hope you have yourself a great day.